Khloe Kardashian is shocked by spoiled North West. Welcome back to Binge-Worthy Network. Khloe Kardashian just shaded Kim K, and it's all because North West is so spoiled. Here's why True's mother was shocked to find out just how spoiled her niece is. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button to be notified and updated on the latest Hollywood drama and news. It's no secret that the Kardashian West babies are some of the most privileged children in the world. Not only are North, Saint, Chicago, and Sam the children of two Hollywood billionaires, but the West babies have the access to anything their hearts desire. When it comes to parenting children in the limelight, the reality TV star Kim Kardashian and her now ex-husband Kayne West have tried their best to keep their kids as normal as possible. But still, even with some restrictions, the West babies know they live in a huge mansion, are surrounded by nannies and babysitters, and can buy anything they want. But while Kim and Kanye's kids may be more than privileged in their own right, there is a member of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians empire that doesn't necessarily agree with this type of parenting. Can you guess who it is? Yes, on numerous occasions, the youngest Kardashian sister, Khloe K, has opened up about how she doesn't agree with Kim's rules and her parenting style. And it all started with North West. Back in 2014, insiders spilled how there was a bit of tension in the Kardashian-Jenner family. According to sources, Khloe and Kim butted heads over their different opinions and points of view, which led to Khloe confessing how she truly feels about her sister's actions. The sisterly bickering later led to insiders sharing Khloe's thoughts and feelings. Khloe's much more humble and less flashy than Kim, and that's just a fact. There are times, and very few of them I might add, when Khloe is stunned at what her sister and Kanye do and buy for North. But at the same time, Khloe loves it. Truth be told, Khloe would do the same for her child once she has one. She just hasn't had the experience of being a mother. Khloe loves Nori as if she were her own child, and there is nothing that she, as an aunt, wouldn't do for Nori, Mason, or Penelope. She just wants a little adorable angel of her own one day. But it's not the only time Khloe has confessed to having a different opinion on parenting. Recently, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star was a guest on the Drew Barrymore show, where she opened up about her parenting tips and tricks, her methods, and how the Kardashian-Jenner family has always supported her every move and co-parenting decision. I have first my parents, my mom, my dad, and my stepdad. That trilogy was just like the ultimate because of what they embedded in us and what they showed us. And I don't think I understood how mature and respectful and loving my three parents were until you put yourself in a similar situation. My dad and stepdad, I'm sure it definitely wasn't easy at first. The first couple of years, I don't even know if they spoke to one another. We didn't know that because they never talked poorly about one another to us, but of course it was a challenge for my mom to remarry. But eventually, my dad would come over once a week for family dinners, and my dad and my stepdad would play golf with one another about once a week, and my dad was over every Christmas, and so I have them as examples. Khloe then goes on to talk about her older sister, Kourtney Kardashian, and how she is also co-parenting her three children with her ex-boyfriend, Scott Disick. Khloe goes on to share, "Then I have my sister Kourtney, and I still call him Brother Scott. So many great examples that I don't think we allow one another to do anything less, and we get to learn from one another. Of course, there are days that are definitely more trying, bumpy, or turbulent, but you never speak poorly about someone that you have a child with or even an ex at all. Like at some point, you chose to be in that relationship, and at some point there was love and respect, so why can't we at least find a common ground somewhere?" And before wrapping up her interview, the Good American founder set the record straight about her IVF journey and how she is still trying to have another baby soon. "I have so many brothers and sisters, so I do want to have a sibling for True. With the world of COVID, I've been doing IVF and all that kind of stuff, and it's been more challenging in a quarantine year, but I definitely do." And so while Khloe K has been open about her co-parenting style and method and her inspiration behind that decision, her sisters, Kourtney and Kim, had other things to say. Because thanks to recent episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we finally learn how Kim feels about her sister Kourtney's parenting style and why Khloe isn't the only sibling who is shocked by how spoiled her nieces are. And here is how that scenario went down. In the recent and the last season of KUWTK, fans and viewers all across the globe witnessed how Kim went after her sister Kourtney once more. The argument and the discussion began after Kim confronted her older sister about her questionable behavior. As it was shown in the clip, it was actually Kourtney who brought up the topic of conversation. Kourtney asked Kim if her nanny had mentioned an argument they had back in Idaho. Kim confirmed that her nanny had approached her, worried that she would lose her job after Kourtney made some shocking remarks. For those that haven't seen the episode, Kourtney mentioned how she likes to defend her kids in public as a way to make them happy. Rain, who is Kourt's youngest, decided to use the opportunity and tell his mum to defend him against Kim's nanny. And that's exactly what Kourt did. According to Kim, her nanny was feeling ashamed and degraded by the way Kourtney had talked to her and yelled at her, to which the older Kardashian sister simply replied with, "She's lying." In the recent Keeping Up with the Kardashians clip, Kim states how her nanny felt so degraded by you and you just started yelling at her and you said, "Keep your voice down." It should have been in private. She said she wished you would have tapped her on the shoulder and said, "Hey, something's really bothering me. Can I talk to you?" And you could have talked in private. As mentioned by Kim, her nanny would much rather prefer if Kourtney had settled the issue behind the scenes without the kids and the people around watching and hearing the conversation. But as it was later stated by Kourtney, she never once raised her voice at Kim's nanny. Kourt said, "There's not even 1% that I yelled. She was the one who raised her voice. Yeah, if you think she works for you, that's totally fine. She would never work for me with the way she acts. That's totally your choice. Keep her. She will not ever be around my kids." And here is where Kim got really salty. After Kourt's comments, Kim decided to set the record straight by talking about how her sister, Kourtney K, can barely keep her staff over the years. Numerous nannies and babysitters have quit their jobs working for the Poosh director as her rules were too demanding and her kids were too spoiled. Kim said how she prefers to keep her staff long-term, as opposed to her sister Kourtney, who can't keep a nanny. And this is how Kourt responded to Kim's diss. "Kim, shut the F up, honestly. The way you're talking is wild." But the most shocking part about this conversation was how many insiders agreed with Kim's statements. According to sources who spoke to People magazine, it's Kim and Khloe who treat their staff like family and are always welcoming to nannies. Both Kim and Khloe treat their nannies like family, the source says. Kim has several nannies that help with her kids and they have worked for the family for a while. Khloe has also held on to a nanny for True that she treats well. Kourtney's approach to the kids' nannies is different. And so, while Kourt's parenting style may be extremely judged by the rest of the Kardashian-Jenner family, it's North West's spoiled lifestyle that has made Khloe K raise an eyebrow in disagreement. But what do you think about Khloe's comments about her niece? Are you siding with Kim's nanny over the argument? Is North West extremely spoiled? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.